York City. I just checked into the hotel. I am staying at one of my favorite hotels in the city when I come here by myself. It's the Citizen M. It is really tiny, but it's perfect if you're staying alone, and it's so cozy. Like the bed, the comforter, so comfortable, amazing location. The people here are really nice. They have a rooftop bar, they have a co-working space downstairs. Like this is the best hotel if you're traveling here for work or by yourself, or if you're comfortable, you know, snuggling up. The bed's actually pretty big, but it takes up like half the room, so just like this common area gets a little crowded. But when you're in New York, you're never in your hotel, so like who cares? I flew in this morning. My flight was at 9:30. It was such a quick flight. Like I always am amazed at how short it feels from Miami to New York, even though you're going like all the way up the coast. But I am kind of hungry, so I think I'm gonna get lunch and I'm just gonna explore today. I'm not gonna do any work. I'm gonna get my nails done because I messed this one up, and I get this thing called Luminary, and they do not have it in like any nail salons. They have like 4 in Manhattan pretty much, or a really short amount. I found one in Brooklyn that was the least expensive one because for some reason Luminary here in New York is $100 minimum. I found one for $80. For context, I pay $45 for a manicure with Luminary in Miami, so $80 is already double pretty much the price, so I'm not looking forward to it, but it looks like a good nail salon, so I'm gonna go to Brooklyn, get them fixed at 5 o'clock. Maybe I'll go earlier if they have appointments. I might just call and be like, hey, can I actually come earlier? But I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna change because I'm wearing sweatpants, and it's actually really hot here today, so I don't know what I brought for like warm weather, but we'll see. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna get myself cozy. I think I'm gonna like hang up all my clothes because, again, like I said, this hotel room is really small and I want to not have like all my stuff everywhere. But I'm excited to be here. I'm here for Tech Week, so I'll get more into that later, but I am here for Tech Week. I won a free trip, so this hotel and the flight was all covered, which I'm very happy about because I wasn't gonna come if it wasn't. But anyways, I'm gonna get ready, like I said, go to the bathroom, do my makeup, wash my face, all that good stuff, and explore the city. I love getting somewhere on a weekend because I don't have to dive right into work. Like it's Sunday, it's noon, I have the whole day ahead of me, and I'm really excited to be here, kind of. I always have mixed feelings when I come to New York now. I don't know, we can talk about that later, but it's just like a weird feeling whenever I'm here. Not because I used to live here, but just a lot of memories here that I don't really like want to relive, and so whenever I'm here I'm like trying to make new memories, but it's hard sometimes. And also I don't want to like run into people, and I always run into someone when I'm in New York, like every single time. People think New York City is a big city. It's not. It's actually so small. I run into someone every single time I'm here. Fun fact, Manhattan is smaller than the Dallas airport. So you have 8 million people concentrated. Obviously, I know it's not just Manhattan. There's Queens, there's the Bronx, there's Brooklyn. I don't know. What are all the boroughs? Staten Island is a borough, and which one am I missing? Staten Island, the Bronx, Manhattan, Queens, Brooklyn. Okay, I got it. But still 8 million people in a very tight space, and so you're gonna run into someone. So I don't want to put that out there, but anyways, I'm gonna get ready and we're gonna have a good Sunday in New York. I just got ready and I am going to go to a coffee shop and get a little sandwich or something. I think I'm not eating until, it's currently 2:30. I'm not gonna eat till 8, so I guess I could actually have like a meal. Okay, I'm gonna go to this cafe that has breakfast and eat by myself. For some reason, I just like don't want to be totally alone right now. Like I'm like, oh, do I look like a loser eating like Sunday brunch alone? And I'm like, I literally do this all the time. So let's go get some brunch. Good morning, everyone. It is the next day. Today's Monday. It's the start of Tech Week. I actually don't even fully know what I'm doing today. I have to re-look at my calendar. I know I have meetings in the morning, so I'm about to head out to go to this coffee shop. I'm gonna find a coffee shop by this restaurant because I need to get some work done. I have 2 in-person meetings today and then an event at night at 5:30. So, oh my gosh, it goes all the way to 11 p.m. What is it? Okay, 5:30, doors open. At 6 is the fireside chat with the co-founder of Venmo, so that will be cool. And the co-founder of Cal.com, which I'm not sure what that is. 7 to 9 is mingling, cocktails, and bites. I'm really trying not to drink this week, until the weekend because I have an event every single day and there's always alcohol at these events, but I'm not gonna drink because I honestly just like don't love drinking anymore. And I always like end up feeling so foggy the next day. 9 p.m. onward, it's the party, which I will definitely be coming back here for. I'm not doing mingling and then a party, especially because I don't know anyone. Oh, wait, shoot, I have dinner tonight with my friend. Okay, scratch that. I guess I'm not going to that event. I'm going to dinner with my friend. Maybe I will go to the party then. Maybe we'll go with her. Anyways, I am excited for the week. I'm really trying to get into like a positive mindset while I'm here because just, I don't know, things with work have been stressful and New York has been just like a very emotional city for me the past few times that I've come here, especially when I come here by myself. So I'm trying to be positive and I'm excited. It's a beautiful week. I don't have anything to complain about. My friend Tasha is here, so I'm going to see her this week and it's going to be a really good week. I'm listening to my church service that I missed yesterday and I am going to walk to a coffee shop. This is my outfit of the day. So I have this top from Abercrombie. These pants are Calvin Klein, but I did thrift them. I really like them. I'm wearing sandals. I brought a lot of sandals on this trip, which is kind of risky in New York, but it's summer, so I'm doing it. And then I have a new computer bag, which I love. I didn't want to carry a backpack everywhere while I was here, so I actually got this bag sent to me from Dagny Dover. I'm working with them, but I am obsessed with them. I'm gonna post some travel content with it, but this is like one of the coolest computer bags. It fits so much stuff. It has so many compartments. It's so like thoughtfully created. So I'm gonna link it down below and I have a coupon code with them. This YouTube video is not sponsored with them. I'm working with them on Instagram, but I'm gonna give you guys the coupon anyways because how cute is this bag? And then it like literally fits everything. Like it fits so much stuff. This is my tech pack that I also got from them. I have my sunglasses, charger, laptop, obviously, wallet, this little like string so that you have access to like your wallet and keys. I obviously don't have keys since I don't live here. I took them out, but it just has a good compartments for everything and then like the pockets in the front. I am headed out and I think I'm gonna take the subway. I don't want to walk 40 minutes, but we'll see. This video is sponsored by Squarespace, and if you do not know what Squarespace is, it is the best way to build a website, and I thought this video needed to showcase Squarespace because if you're watching this, you might be entrepreneurial, you might have a business, you might start coaching services, whatever it is. I think that everyone should have a website. It just means more ownership among your community and your users or customers, and Squarespace is the best way to do it because their templates are so beautiful. They're so customizable. You can make any website look very unique to your own brand, and you don't need to hire any programmer, any designer. You can do everything on your own. And also another thing that I love is that they have really advanced analytics. We make business decisions at Rella based on our analytics, and we use Squarespace. We're a venture-backed startup, and we still use Squarespace for our website. It is definitely the way to go. So if you want 10% off your first purchase, use my code Natalie Barbu or go to squarespace.com/NatalieBarbu at checkout. Just got back from the hotel. I had quite a few meetings today. I was kind of like running around the city, but I got a bagel. I wasn't that hungry, but I figured I started to get hungry and dinner is in like 4 hours. What time is it? It's 3 o'clock. So yeah, dinner's in like 5 hours. So I figured now is a good time to eat. I stopped by Black Seed Bagel, which I really like. I think it's a little pricier than like a normal traditional New York bagel shop, but honestly, I really like it. I got a BLT with banana peppers. I saw they had banana peppers on the menu, and I was like, okay, that sounds really good. I am going to have this for lunch. Fell apart. I'm gonna have this for lunch, and I'm very excited because I love a good bagel. I will say there is one bagel spot in Miami that's amazing. It's called El Bagel, but I don't live that close to it, so it's not something I really ever get. Okay, this is like the biggest mess ever. It doesn't like stay together. Okay, They gave me napkins, thank God. Okay, I'm gonna eat my bagel and then I'm gonna go downstairs because I'm staying at the Citizen M. I'm just gonna put hot sauce like all over. And then I'm gonna do my work downstairs until the fireside chat, which is tonight at 6, but I'll probably get there at like 5:45. First bite of the bagel. Good morning, guys. Oh my gosh, my hair looks crazy when it's up like this, but I swear when it's all down, it's very voluminous. I'm just doing my makeup. Good morning. I went to dinner last night with my friend Hani, who I hadn't seen in person in 2 years. We were in this conversation where we were just talking about like how much we've changed as people. And I want to do an entire podcast episode on this, but I'm just going to give you the synopsis because I feel like so many people will relate, especially if me and her did. And I want to know, comment below how old you are. I'd love to get like a pulse check on the audience. Like, are we in our late 20s like me? Are we in our early 20s? Do I have any teenagers that watch this? I don't think I do. What's the age range here? Because I'd love to know what stage of life we are all in. So we were just talking about getting older and how we have changed so much. Like, just let's even say like surface level. I don't like going out anymore. I don't like drinking. A good night to me is being in bed by 8:30. Like, that is my ideal timeline for being in bed. And literally last Friday night, I was under the covers in bed by 8 p.m. on a Friday. And it was so nice. I had to like shut my door, do the dark colored blinds, have like a sleep mask because the sun hadn't even set yet. And I know to some people that's probably like so lame, but I wake up so refreshed in the morning. I woke up the next morning on Saturday at 6:30 a.m. Like, it was so nice being able to have my entire Saturday and to enjoy it. That's just like one of the things. It's like, okay, we don't feel like going out. Okay, we want to be in bed early. But even like the hustle mentality, being obsessed with New York City, all of those things, I just like don't care for anymore. Like, I don't really care what people think about me anymore at all. Like, I am just gonna live my life and like have my friends and my family and do my thing and like be very content with that. New York City is no longer my favorite city because I don't really love this like hustle culture that I feel like you're thrust into while you're here. And this is coming from someone who is a founder, an entrepreneur, literally here for Tech Week. But that's not like a lifestyle that I want to be in 24/7. And even like New York, like neighborhoods, for example. When I lived here, I used to live in the West Village, which I do still think is my favorite neighborhood. I don't think West Village is like crazy or anything like that. But in general, I used to like downtown Manhattan a lot more. Like anything like West Village, East Village, Lower East Side. Like, I liked those areas. And I remember when I was looking for an apartment, I was looking in those areas when I lived here. And even after my lease was up, when I thought I was going to stay in New York, I was looking at apartments in those areas. Now, if I were to move back, which I don't think I will ever move back, but if I were to move back, I would want to be in like Upper West Side, Upper East Side, like uptown Manhattan, and like with the families, with people pushing strollers, because I just don't like this like craziness anymore. Like, I feel like I just want a lot of calmness. We were talking about New York and we were like, it's honestly like lost its sparkle for us, which is so sad because it used to be our favorite cities. And now it's like, I want to be in and out. Like, I booked my flight here on Sunday. I am leaving Saturday, and that's like because I have to be here Monday through Friday. But like, I don't want to stay any longer than I need to. And I don't know the next time I'll come back. Like, when I come back, I'm going to be coming back with a purpose, not just because like I want to come here, which is what I used to do all the time. Like, I used to travel to New York like every other month pretty much. Again, like, I don't know if this is just me getting older or me changing, but I want calmness and I want like a feeling of peace, and I don't want chaos in my life anymore, where I feel like a few years ago that wasn't the case. Like, I liked the chaos, I liked the hustle, I liked all of that stuff. And I think I'm like burnt out, and this is gonna sound very morbid and I don't mean it to be. I feel like I'm burnt out from life. Not to say like I'm burnt out from life, period. Like I'm burnt out from like the constant wheel of just like hustle, more. Like you need to be better than everyone. You need to consume more than everyone. You need to be flooded with information. You need to be productive all the time. And I feel like it's shifted the way I've consumed content. It's shifted the way I've made content, or it's like I want it to shift that. So for example, we were talking about podcasts. I used to kind of like judge the podcasts that were kind of stupid, like, and by stupid I don't mean that in a negative way. I mean like the podcast that it's just like people talking, like there's no point, you're not learning anything. Like I was always like, I need to be learning if I'm going to be listening to a podcast, or like what's the point in listening to it? And now my favorite podcast, like I swear I don't even listen to like interview style podcasts or informational podcasts anymore, because I'm so like flooded with information all the time that is like not what I want to consume. I want to consume content that is like mindless, that like I don't have to think about, that I'm not learning anything, I'm not like becoming informed. I'm just listening to like friends talk and laughing. Like my favorite podcast right now, like one of my favorite ones is Giggly Squad with Hannah Berner and Paige DeSorbo. And I love Giggly Squad because it's just so funny, and it's just like Hannah and Paige just like laughing, talking about their days, talking about nothing. And I remember playing it for my sister once we were driving from California, and I was listening to the podcast, and she was like, I swear I like lost brain cells listening to this. And this is not to like insult them at all, because I feel like it's just like, it's not something that's like informative. And I was like, but I love it because I want to just like not constantly be on this like rat race of just like working 24/7. You know, I went on my family vacation and we went to Sweden, Romania, Austria, Hungary, and like obviously I've talked about how I just love that I feel like a lot of Europeans work to live, not live to work. And I feel like I want to just like start adopting more of that into my life, because for the past 6 years I haven't, probably even longer. I'm counting from when I graduated college, but yeah, 6 years. Wow, I can't believe it's been 6 years since I graduated college. That is kind of crazy. But anyways, I'm gonna do a whole podcast episode on like changing, maturity, all this stuff. I don't know, I'm not trying to be cool anymore. I'm not trying to like get people to like me. I'm just trying to do what is right for me, what I love. I'm trying to grow my business. I'm trying to be like focused on myself, and yeah. And let me know if any of that made sense to you. Okay, I'm getting ready to head out. This is my outfit of the day. I'm wearing this button down tucked into these black shorts, and then these heels. I am scared I'm gonna regret wearing these heels because they definitely become uncomfortable after a little bit, but my hotel is in a pretty central area, so I can always come back and change into my sneakers, but the sneakers just don't look as good, and I like really want to look cute this trip, so I'm gonna try to suffer through wearing these heels and we'll see what happens. Head out to this breakfast. I'm going to a VC breakfast with founders. I think it's for female founders, but I'm not entirely sure, but I know the person hosting it, so I'm gonna go to this breakfast with founders and VCs, and then I have to actually go to Lumo's house, which it's Andrew Young's house that he's like inviting, hosting a lot of events and parties at this week. And the reason why I'm in New York is because he picked 5 founders to come for an all expense paid trip, and I was one of the founders, so I have to do some filming for like promotional reasons and stuff at that house. So I'm gonna go there afterwards, and then I have a call, and then I have a coffee, and then I'm gonna do deep work. So my schedule is kind of flipped, where the mornings are for like meetings and stuff, and then at night, or not at night, I guess in like the late afternoon, it's for deep work, which I don't really love because I'm more focused in the morning, but it's okay. We're adjusting for this week, and let's head out. exhausted. I got up this morning at 8:20. Like, I usually don't get up this late, but I was just so tired today, and I haven't worked out at all since I've been here, but I have been getting a lot of steps. I have my Oura ring, I've been doing my 10,000 steps, beating my activity goal just from walking everywhere, so at least there's that. And I did sign up for a berries class tomorrow that I do want to make. I also really don't want to get sick. I have been taking my Armra. My skin has literally been so clear. I haven't gotten sick yet, knock on wood, wherever wood is. I'm going to get coffee with another founder that's here for the New York City expedition, which I finally figured out what it's called. I kept just saying like Andrew Young and Row Business brought me here, but we're part of this thing called New York City expedition, so figured that out. So I'm meeting up with another founder. We're going to walk to get coffee, and I'm going to hear about his business, and then I have podcasts that I'm going to record today. So I have 2 podcasts. I'm really excited, and then I just have some meetings. I think they're virtual though, so I'm gonna come back to the hotel and I'm just gonna camp out here and do work, because I feel like I haven't been able to get that much work done since I've been here in terms of like sitting down and being on my computer, because like I don't know what it is, but when I get tired, like yesterday I felt like I was literally like diagnosed with exhaustion. Like I could not keep my eyes open. I was like falling asleep at 5 o'clock. I was so tired. I just felt like collapsing. Like I thought I was gonna like pass out a few times. Like I was just like so exhausted. So I'm glad that I got some rest. I went to bed, or I was in bed by 8, but I didn't fall asleep until like midnight. Actually no, I was in bed by 9. I was in bed by 9. I didn't fall asleep until midnight, but still at least I was horizontal and in bed. So I'll show you guys my outfit. I actually like it. I haven't really like cared that much about what I've been wearing this trip, but I do like today's outfit, and it's because I'm recording the podcast, so I want to make sure that I look a little cuter. Okay, so I'm wearing this strapless top. It's like this like businessy looking top, but I think it's so cute, and it is from, I still have the tag on. Where's this? Astra, I think. It is from Astor, A-S-T-R, and then it comes with the matching pants, but I didn't bring them because they're like way too long. I'm wearing these pants from Abercrombie, and then I'm wearing these flats, and I'm gonna wear a black purse with it to kind of tie it all together. But this is my outfit. I've been absolutely loving my makeup lately. My skin, again, like I said, has been so clear. I'm gonna do an updated makeup tutorial because I've just been like really liking it. And now I'm gonna head downstairs and I'm gonna get coffee, and then I have some fun events today. Let's go. It is 4 o'clock, and I have a serious problem where I cannot work, or I can't focus after like 3 p.m. Like I need to get all my work done in the morning. Of course I can like get stuff done if I'm in the flow, but being like so out of my element is so hard for me to focus, and I'm starting to get a little hungry. So today I just ate at Ruby's. I had a little bit of halloumi, like 2 little pieces of halloumi, and then I had half of a burger, but it was on a panini. It was really good, but I'm getting hungry and I'm not gonna eat until like 8 p.m. or something like that. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna stop by a bakery. They have mini cheesecakes. It looks so good. There's actually 2 bakeries that I love here, so I'm gonna see how far away the other one is, but I'm gonna see where the Takahashi bakery is. It's this Japanese bakery and it's so good. Ooh, yeah, no, it's in Tribeca, so not gonna do that today. I'm gonna try to go tomorrow though. Every time I'm in New York, I say that I'm gonna try to go, and then I never end up going, but it's so good. I'm gonna go and get a mini cheesecake. I have to change though. I put sweatpants on because I was just like working from my computer, so I'm gonna change it back into my pants and go and get a mini cheesecake. 15